And they'll be held at the Heart of Florida Youth Ranch on Highway 301 in Sidra. We started with 10 finalists and we're down to the last 5. Tickets are only $10 each, and you can get yours at the WOCA studios. Or call us at 732-8000 and we can give you other locations where tickets are available. Remember, this is to help the Heart of Florida Youth Ranch, which in turn helps the many orphans in our area.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
All right, 19 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Nice looking Tuesday. We do have a 100% chance of rain today. It's not raining right now, at least not here. You know, I am one of those guys, knock on wood, and thank God that I'm pretty healthy. You know, I haven't had to go to doctors. I mean, my whole life I've been this way.
Yeah.
So recently that changed because I have something in my leg that I had to have looked at, and I ended up getting some antibiotics, and I got some pain pills. I had 4 different pills, 4 different bottles of pills, right? Mm-hmm. And that one of them says every 6 hours, one of them says every 12 hours, one of them says every 8 hours. Like, holy cow, how do you keep up with all this stuff? And then I remembered my mom. The last few years of her life, she had, she had a whole one of those plastic things from the beginning of the month to the end of the month, and she'd fill them all up. And she'd know, okay, today is May, what is it, 17th, May 17th. Oh, here's my pills for today.
Right.
And these are the morning pills, and these are the afternoon pills. Holy cow, how do you do all that? Kyle Decker is on the phone. Kyle is a pharmacist and the vice president of Simple Meds, medication management that can make a big difference in the life of families is what we're talking about. May happens to be National Family Wellness Month, so it all goes hand in hand. Kyle Decker, good morning, Kyle. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
Good. Yeah, one of my pills said as needed. I was like, oh boy, as needed. So I had some leftovers with that one because I thought, I was needed. I don't need pain pills, you know. So, where are you calling from?
I'm calling you from New York City, but our national headquarters is in Indianapolis, Indiana.
So do you have some ideas for us on how we can manage the medications better?
Yeah, medication mismanagement happens every day, and it's really about taking a medication at the wrong time or the wrong dose. And we know that 46% of our seniors in the U.S. are taking 5 or more medications every day. And as you were talking about, it's really difficult to understand and remember and to handle all of those medications at once. And we really, beyond that, know that 40% of our seniors are going into nursing homes because they're unable to manage their medications any longer.
Yeah, and that becomes the job of the nursing home, right? Or one of those nurses that show up at your house.
That's right. And one of our objectives is to have our seniors live in home longer so they have that quality of life and they don't go into the nursing home.
So do you have a solution to the little plastic thing I described that my mom had, that could have problems. It could spill. I remember one time it did spill, as a matter of fact. And I said, oh, man, which pill is which?
Yeah.
I mean, you had to have a magnifying glass to read what it said on the pill.
Yeah, that's a great point. The pill boxes that are set up every 7 days are a great solution for some. You can also download applications for your smartphone that'll help remind you. But the easiest solution is to do something like Simple Meds. And what Simple Meds does is sorts and organizes all of your medications into pre-sorted multi-dose packets that are clearly labeled with the time of day and the date that they should be taken. So, for example, if you have a medication that you take 3 times a day, that packet would be, you would have a morning packet, you would have a noon packet, and you would have an evening packet. And the medication would be clearly labeled on there for you.
Can your pharmacist do that automatically when you refill your pills?
We do. The easiest way to get started is to call 844-ASK-MEDS or go to the simplemeds.com website and learn more about it that way. But it's a real easy enrollment process. We work directly with the prescriber after we gather a list of prescriptions from you and get new prescriptions so that we know exactly how they should be taken. And then we align them to one start date so that they arrive at the same time each month. And then we deliver them free of charge to your home.
Okay, so you actually provide the medications as well as the packets.
That's correct. We package all of the medications for the customer.
Okay, so we don't get our prescriptions filled, then send them to you, and then you send them back to us.
That's correct. We work directly with the doctor and get prescriptions from them, and then package them for the customer.
Okay. Is there any demographic things we need to know that might vary? For example, do veterans have a different program than non-vets?
Yeah, so that's often a question that we get. Your prescription cost would remain the same as your local neighborhood pharmacy. There are a few plans or services, such as the VA, that we're not able to service. Unfortunately, veterans have to go to the VA pharmacy to get their prescriptions.
Okay.
But we do work with Medicare Part D and other commercial plans, so it's really an open service to anybody else.
And so how do they get started with this? Do they go to their doctor and say, I've heard about this thing on the radio? Do they go to a website? How would they get started?
The easiest way to get started is to call our toll-free number, 844-ASK-MEDS, and a pharmacist or a customer care representative will help you right away. And the first thing that we do is gather that list of medications you're currently taking and the doctors that are prescribing them. And then we reach out to those doctors and get new prescriptions, establish a start date, and while in communication with you the whole way through, we'll let you know when your medications will arrive at your home.
And how about insurance? I mean, I know you said Medicare, but what about private insurers?
Yep. So whatever the copays are that you would be paying right now at your local neighborhood pharmacy would be the same at Simple Meds. No additional cost for the packaging or the delivery. And we will also package any vitamins or over-the-counter medications that you'd be taking as well.
Really? Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
So let me try to imagine the packet. Is it like a little square with the pills and you can see them through the clear plastic? Is it labeled in any way?
Yes. So the packets are clearly labeled on the front. It actually looks like paper. And it has the administration time, whether it be afternoon or bedtime, then the day's date, the patient's name, and then what the contents are in the packet. And then if you flip the packet over, it's a clear plastic so you can visually see exactly what those medications are. And each one of those packets are contained within a dispenser box with prescription labels, much like you would see on a prescription vial.
That was my next question. How are they stored? So they're in a box, and I'm guessing they're in there vertically, like the way you get tea bags?
That's correct. They're actually spooled in a long 30-day supply strip, so that when you pull one packet out, if you pull your morning packet out, the next packet would be afternoon, and then every time you advance one, the next packet comes.
Oh, okay.
How cool.
That is a good
Very
idea.
clever.
That is a really good idea. Mm-hmm. Huh.
Very clever.
And the cost is the same. In other words, you're not charging anything extra for that service. You're paying for your meds. That's it.
That's it. You're exactly correct.
Wow, that's a good program.
And this really takes all of the anxiety out of it, because then that way, if the adult child can't be with the parent when they're taking their medications, they know that they're not going to overdose.
Yeah, it's really convenient for somebody that travels a lot that can just rip off several packets, but it's also more effective for somebody that's trying to care for a loved one. They can go and visit and see exactly what medications mom or dad took and see if they're behind schedule or on schedule. It takes the worry and really the hassle out of setting up a pill box or going to the pharmacy multiple times a month, because we do deliver it directly to the door.
I don't know if this is a dumb question or not, but let's say somebody has regular meds that are probably going to be part of their life for the rest of their life. Now they got an infection in their tooth or something, and the doctor wants them to take an antibiotic or something for 2 weeks or whatever. Mm-hmm. Do they contact you, or do they do it the old-fashioned way and just get a bottle and put it on the counter?
So you could do it either way. We can accommodate and kind of customize to the patient's medication regimen. If it's something that is chronic or being taken over a long period of time, it's best to deal directly with Simple Meds Pharmacy. If you're taking something just for 1 day or 2 days and you need to start it right away, sometimes it's best just to deal with the local neighborhood pharmacy, but we can definitely accommate that and fill it at Simple Meds if necessary.
Are those packs vacuum packed, or are they like a Ziploc?
They're more like a vacuum pack than a Ziploc. They're heat sealed. We have a robot in our pharmacy that packages them and labels them customized to the patient's drug regimen.
A robot. I want to see that. Yeah. All right. So, now, one quick question. Earlier you said something about vitamins, and I'm not trying to tell you my personal story, but my doctor gave me a list of prescriptions. It was 4 of them, but she also told me to get this thing from the vitamin rack. It was L-arginine, was what it's called. Mm-hmm. So could I tell you that too, and you could mix that in with it?
Yes, absolutely. We fill over-the-counters vitamins or minerals, whatever the doctor will prescribe or recommend. One of our highest-moving drugs is actually baby aspirin, 81 milligrams, for patients that have hypertension or diabetes.
Okay, makes sense to have that one in there. Okay, let's see, 1-844-ASK-MEDS. That's the phone number to get started. Is there a website as well?
Yes, the website is simplemeds.com.
Simplemeds.com. SIMPLEMEDS.com. Okay.
There's no RX in there?
You could actually put that in there if you wanted to, and it'd still direct you to the right website.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So if you're listening and this doesn't apply to you, but it applies to your mom or somebody else in your family that you're caring for, I would look into this. Now, what about the professional health caregiver, maybe a nurse or somebody at an assisted living facility who handles meds? Do you work with them as well?
We do. Actually, one of our strategic partners is Home Instead Senior Care, and we work directly with the caregivers and helping them with their medication solution. Okay.
We know some of the folks over there, as a matter of fact. Kyle, thank you for the information. In 10 minutes, you gave us, I think I got it. I think I understand it, which is pretty good for me.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Kyle. That sounds like something that's going to make life a lot easier for a lot of people.
Thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate you telling us about it. Okay, we will be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Some possible answers into the cause of a deadly Amtrak derailment in Philadelphia last year. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, the engineer may have been distracted by radio transmissions from another train operator reporting a rock shattering a windshield.
With his attention diverted to the SEPTA train for several minutes, the engineer may ultimately have lost track of where he was before he accelerated to a high rate of speed.
NTSB's Dr. Steve Jenner at a board meeting in D.C. 8 people were killed. Registered Democrats voting in Oregon and Kentucky.
Turnout is light at this Baptist church polling place in Prospect, Kentucky. Rain falling across much of the bluegrass state. Just a Democratic presidential race. Donald Trump already winning the Republican caucus.
Jeff Flock with the Fox Business Network. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Napa know-how! Your car may have aged well, but its AM/FM setup isn't the technological wonder it used to be. So get with the times and pick up a Bluetooth car kit at Napa for $14.99. It attaches to your visor and keeps your hands free from holding your phone. That's $14.99 for a Bluetooth car kit and a way to bring your ride into the 21st century. That's Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Offer expires 5/31/16.
Yo, it's me, The Grill. Why don't you put down that garden hose and get over here? We got some grilling to do. So scrape my grate and lay it on me. Spicy Korean pork chops, grilled pork burritos, and double smoky ribs with bacon, bourbon, barbecue sauce. Woo-wee! I'm getting up to $3.50 real fast. So come on, let's grill for it. Want to grill for it this summer? Get started at porkbeinspired.com. This message funded by America's pork producers and the Pork Checkoff.
Ad Council. Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Just a 1 degree increase in body temperature can make it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. to make yourself twice as happy today or tomorrow or the next day. It's very simple. Do 5 good deeds all in one single day. Get on LinkedIn. It turns out 89% of companies have used it to find new hires. And post a professional-looking photo.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
All right, 11:33. Nice looking. It's overcast, I guess. It's not. It's nice looking to me, but anyway, there's a chance it's going to rain today. 100% chance. So go to Jerry's Pawn and Gun and get that thing for Father's Day. You keep putting it off. Father's Day is right around the corner. Come on, Jerry. How you doing?
It's right around the corner, and we got lots of Father's Day gifts now. We have loaded with guns and all kind of stuff that fathers would like. I guarantee you they'd put it in their closet or the gun safe and cherish it. So come by and see us for Father's Day. Also, I'd like to say, since I'm not a politician, that I told you so about Trump. So that's all I'm gonna say.
That's all you're gonna say.
That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm proud he made it.
You're glad he made it. So what kind of Father's Day gifts would you recommend?
Well, I buy them a gun safe. If they have a lot of guns and they're laying under the bed, in the closet, in their cars, and laying around getting rusty, they can buy them one of them gun safes, go to their dad, buy them a cleaning kit, and clean the guns, put them inside where they won't rust no more. And that would be a wonderful gift for some father. He would really enjoy that. And we have just all kind of stuff that a father would like.
Got metal detectors?
Metal detectors would be a good one to know. We got white metal detectors, so ones that'll get 20 feet under the water, and ones that'll go 2 inches under the ground. So they're real nice. Got all kind of stuff that we've I got a collection here where people found all this stuff, and they go back to the Civil War buttons and and gold pieces and old pennies. Lots of things that they find with these things that are worth some money, and you never know what you're gonna find. You might just find a jewel of a 1 ounce gold piece or something like that.
Do you sell ties?
Do what?
Ties? Like for your suit, you wear a tie?
We don't sell any ties.
No ties, okay.
Yeah, I used to wear one of those things, but I don't wear it anymore unless it's an occasion. Then I do wear it. Since I've got older and almost retired, I just don't wear them things, except occasions and special deals and weddings and all that kind of stuff. I wear one. But I got a guitar down here. If you're gonna play somewhere, so you might want to get you one to play at your Father's Day reunion or a reunion
nice.
somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, buy you a guitar, buy Father a guitar, and fix him right up. Got a DeWalt saw down, quite a few of them, all kind of tools that fathers would love, and we got ice box here, keeps the ice for 7 days.
7 days. Wow, that's a good one.
7 days. It's an Orion, and it's a real nice one too. Come by, that'd be a nice Father's Day gift. And lots and lots of other things too. If you have something you want to sell, we're buying stuff. You need some money, you need to sell your whole collection of guns, we'll come out and see them if you got 10 or more. And if you want to bring them to us, we'll be glad to look at them, check them out, and give you a price of what we'll pay. And you don't have to take our price, but you'll know what they're worth after you leave here.
There you go.
The wholesale line.
There you go. I'll be by to see you.
If you got some jewelry you want to sell, we'll buy that. You got all kinds of gold stuff that you want to sell. If it's gold and if it's silver, we'll buy it. Okay, Larry.
All right. And what's your phone number, Jerry?
Phone number 622-3780. 622-3780.
There you go.
I think I got it after 50 years. I ordered it.
You should remember that one, yeah. All right, Jerry. Well, tell everybody we said hi.
All right, will do. Bye-bye.
Right, good to hear from you. We will be right back. Here are today's headlines from The Source WOCA. The wife of Tavares Mayor Robert Wolf has been arrested again, this time for perjury. Lake County deputies arrested Sharon Wolf yesterday afternoon. The state attorney's office issued a warrant for her arrest for perjury. The perjury charge stems from her husband's arrest earlier this month, in which she said he fired a gun during an argument. Now, investigators say she gave sworn statements recanting her earlier sworn statements. Sharon Wolf was also arrested back in January after being accused of beating her twin sister with a fan and a paddle. Authorities in Volusia County say a 26-year-old man who came to the DeLand area looking for love found himself the victim of a robbery. The victim, who lives in Apopka, told deputies that he drove to a residence near DeLand on May 1st for a face-to-face meetup with a woman he had met through an online dating site. When he got to the house, detectives say he told them the woman met him in the driveway and then invited him inside. A short while later, while in the house, a man emerged, pulled out a gun, pointed it at the victim's face, and demanded his wallet. The victim told investigators he told the gunman that his wallet was in the car. When the gunman found the wallet was empty, the victim says he was forced to drive around and take money from his own bank account, or at least make an attempt to. According to the victim, he had lied about how much money he had, and that led to a string of failed attempts to withdraw cash from ATMs. When the victim and gunman pulled up to a gas station to refuel the victim's car, he told investigators he made a run for it. The alleged gunman and the female drove away, but authorities had good descriptions of both of them. Investigators say they managed to identify the gunman as 20-year-old Denzel Williams of DeLand. They say they were able to catch up to him and arrest him over the weekend. He's now facing charges of armed robbery and kidnapping, and investigators say more charges could be coming. Florida's top civil rights agency has again found that Walt Disney Parks and Resorts discriminated against several children living with autism and their families. In 5 separate rulings issued May 11th, the Florida Commission on Human Relations says that an unlawful practice occurred when complainant and complainant's son were deprived of full enjoyment of the facility. This comes as an attorney filed a notice of appeal in a recently tossed federal lawsuit claiming Disney discriminated against families of children with autism and other developmental disorders in violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Marion County stopped Volusia Flagler counties from winning a second straight tennis championship title, and Pinellas County took home a Florida state title at the 2016 USTA Florida Mixed 40 and Over League Sectional Championships, held May 13th through the 15th at Florida Tennis Center in Daytona Beach. The Ocala mixed team from the Fort King Tennis Center in Ocala edged defending champion Volusia Flagler counties 2-1 for the title, while Pinellas was also a 2-1 winner in their final over Miami-Dade South from Coral Pine Park in Pinecrest. The Ocala and St. Pete teams now advance to represent the USTA Florida section at the 2016 USTA League Mixed 40 and Over 6.0 and 8.0 National Championships on November 4th through 6th in Surprise, Arizona. And Florida set a record last year by hosting 105 million tourists, and 2016 might be even bigger. There were over 30 million vacationers during the first quarter alone, and Paul Phipps at Visit Florida says most of them came from east of the Mississippi River. The number of tourists from Canada and overseas was down, thanks in large part to the strong dollar and an economic crisis in Brazil. Even so, the numbers indicate that Florida tourism was up by roughly 5% from this period last year. And those are the headlines from The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Rather cloudy Tuesday with a shower or thunderstorm around in the morning. Some heavy thunderstorms in the afternoon that can produce flooding downpours across the area. The high 81 to 85. Remaining mostly cloudy Tuesday night with a shower or thunderstorm, lows 68 to 72. For Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies with a couple of showers and heavy thunderstorms around, especially in the afternoon, the high 81 to 85. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.